I'm back in the game. I've played this a little bit and I've got attacked by a guard, killed due to the fact that I attacked one of the citizens there. I've got myself a few add-ons here. So there's gonna be a lot more information on the map. I'll know where the quests are, and this should make the game a bit more interesting. As well as I've got one of the combat ads that should show the damage to me. Probably later I'll turn this off, but for this time currently I think it's just fine. As you can see, I've got a bit more stats now, and I can see how much health my enemies have also. Now it would probably be a good idea to speak with him.
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivek trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you, but who am I to question my god? I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work? Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first?
Lord Vivek said he needed to perform a divination ritual.
Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivek. Now listen closely. I hate to repeat myself.
I'm listening.
Despite my objections, Vivek believes you were sent to help, so I'll do my best to assist you. Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the overseer that Lord Vivek requires the blessing stone. Then bring it to me in the palace.
I will go to the unfinished ziggurat, get the blessing stone, and meet you at Vivek's palace.
You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivek, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Very well. Go ahead. Ask your questions. It's not like I'm the busy arch-cannon of a living god or anything.
What's a blessing stone?
Ah, the ignorance of outlanders. How refreshing. The blessing stones serve as repositories for small amounts of Lord Vivek's power. They allow his favor to permeate sanctified locations. We need such a stone to power the divination ritual.
Can't Vivek perform the ritual without the blessing stone?
If you haven't guessed yet, the phenomenon interferes with Lord Vivek's power in unusual ways. It will be safer for everyone if I perform the ritual by using the blessing stone instead of drawing on my lord's personal store of energy.
What does Lord Vivek hope to learn from the divination ritual?
Even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it. Lord Vivek's senses eclipse those of mere mortals. Suffice it to say, he feels a disturbance in the flow of energy throughout Vardenfell. He seeks to discover the source of that disturbance.
Vivek mentioned Red Mountain and Deidre. Do you think there is a connection?
Lord Vivek sees signs and portents everywhere. It's the poet at his core. I tend to be much more pragmatic. Sometimes a volcano is simply a volcano, and not a harbinger of doom. As for the Daedra, I have no idea. Perhaps the summoning got out of hand.
Have I offended you in some manner?
Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. However, I also obey my Lord Vivek, so I will tolerate your involvement and do my best to aid you.
Alright. So it looks like that's done. Oh, look at that. She looks hot from behind. Let's take a look at her face. Okay, that looks awesome. Now, let's see what else we have here. Jewelry box. Some more stuff. And we're finally out. And oh, another note on the wall, but nobody says anything. That's one of the immortal guards, though. Doesn't look so bad at all. And invulnerable. Now about those locations, look at that. All the treasure chests are here, and all the quest givers are here as well. So that's really cool. In the place where I am, there are no quest givers shown though, but there are a lot of stuff to explore here anyway. Crazy. Now, Divine Conundrum. Let's see. Lord Vivek requires a blessing stone to perform a ritual of divination. Archcanon Tarvus suggested I borrow one from the ziggurat still under construction in Vivek City. I need to head over there and talk to the overseer. Alright, how do I get there? Talk to the overseer, I'm here. So that's how I will be heading there. Well, I can make a minimap. I actually even have a add-on for that, but I still didn't employ it because I think that it could slightly bit ruin the immersion. At the same time, I believe that consistently looking at the map would ruin the immersion as well. In any case, here's the overseer.
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Don't mind me. I'm just having one of those days.
Archcanon Tarvus sent me. I need to borrow your blessing stone.
Our blessing stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our blessing stone? Well, neither do I, but I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters. I'm not one to disagree with the Archcanon, but that's a terrible idea.
Lord Vivek needs the blessing stone to perform a ritual.
Lord Vivek? Why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the blessing stone. The passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone.
I'll clear the passage and free your workers on my way to retrieve the stone.
I appreciate the help. Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone. It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift, or we'll never get this ziggurat constructed in time.
Okay, it looks like that sounded as a lie. But, it works. Now, rescue the workers. They are somewhere here. And there's a lot of them. Oh, these guys are asleep. Or dead. Let's find out. What's wrong with you? Okay, that's the debris.
Thank you. I'll go tell the overseer what you did for me.
Alright. What's next?
So much to do.
Exactly, there's so much to do. That's good, right? That means you'll keep your job. In any case, what else? Another one trapped there. Done.
I thought I was gonna die under there. Oh, thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. And looks like that's all.
It looks like you cleared a path through the debris and rescued my trapped workers. Thanks for that. Feel free to take the blessing stone. We'll begin making repairs to the damaged areas shortly.
Goodbye. Finally, I can start heading back now.
both envy too much work.
And that's gonna be it. I wonder, did I enter this right? It looks so. Okay, the minimap would surely be of use here. That's the Mage's Guild. Retrieve the blessings. Set focus, divine conundrum. Yeah. In any case, I can't seem to be able to get there. Talk to Coroner, divine conundrum. Retrieve the blessing stone. I can't seem to find the objective. Where should I go? Here. So, didn't I retrieve it? Retrieve the blessing stone. I think I did everything. Is there something wrong? I think that I have to go and pick it up. It could be that that's the problem. In any case, I'm not sure. Let's see. It has to be somewhere in this area. Right here. But it looks like he can't climb. So he can only jump. Which isn't good. They have the full map of the province. And that's really awesome. In any case, I'm still not finding a way to go there, and it looks like another player here is not finding a way to jump there as well. Let's see what he would do. Okay, he went here. It looks like we're doing the exact same mission. Look how fat she is. She definitely don't know, man. And let's keep moving. So where exactly do I need to go now? I need to go back to the God's Castle. It looks like I'm quite lucky here. The items that I needed are here in the palace. And
Praise Vivek!
and I have to deal with the god, which is extra cool.
I sense that you have one of my blessing stones. Well done. Let the Archcanon know, and we can begin the divination ritual.
Alright. He's here, that's good.
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivek always draws the straightest arrow from the quiver. Praise the tribunal.
I have
Bring the blessing stone.
the blessing stone.
Stand over there. In Canon Level's absence, you will form the third corner of our ritual triangle. When you're ready, place the blessing stone, and we'll begin the ritual.
Goodbye. Okay, let's do just that then.
Hear the words of the warrior poet, and reveal the source of Lord Vivek's distress.
What did you see?
Clockwork mage. A Daedric cultist.
That's it.
Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Okay.
Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down.
Something went wrong during the ritual. Did you learn what you had hoped?
We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no, not as much as I hoped.
But there were images in the ritual.
Images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land.
I don't understand, Lord Vivek.
Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you.
Alright.
The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it.
You're losing divine energy. How is that possible?
To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover the identity of the enemy Levul's ancestor warned us about.
You think an enemy is responsible for your energy loss?
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can.
I'll talk to Archcanon Tarvis.
My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated.
I'm not sure Archcanon Tarvis shares your assessment of me.
Yes. Well, Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the tribunal. And recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow-mindedness.
What do you mean that your divine energy has diminished?
I've always used my power freely and without detriment. I create the blessing stones, hold the moonlit above the city, and perform 100 miracles a day to benefit my people. I begin to feel the toll this liberal application of divinity costs me.
Do you think you're in danger?
I care little for my own safety, but my people are another matter. Without my power to stop it, the moonlit will crash into the city and kill hundreds, perhaps thousands of innocents. and that would be just the start of Vardenfell's woes.
You suspect the affliction isn't natural?
At first, I barely noticed the loss of energy. But as I continue to grow weaker, the more it feels like an attack against my person. Besides, the Ancestor Spirit confirmed that an ancient enemy was to blame. We just need to determine who, before... Let us not dwell on disasters to come when we have problems enough to deal with in the here and now. Consult with Archcanon Tarvis and discover the source of this attack. Then we can put an end to it and not worry about what might have been.
What does the rest of the tribunal think about all this?
They always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity. But so far, I am the only one of the living gods whose power is fading. Almalexia hoards her energy and has barricaded her temple against attack. As for Sothasil...
What about Sothasil?
My brother travels. We have not heard from him for quite some time, but I sense that he remains safe and in possession of his full power. Funny. He always wanted to discover the limits of our divinity. Perhaps I will solve that mystery for him.
Goodbye. So that's that. Let's see, I should talk to Archcanon Tarvis in his office and find out what he needs me to investigate. Alright. And so I have to go back to him and speak. So that's where I need to go. I think it's the same place where I've already been once. Right here. And he's just reading the book.
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotage the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are difficult.
By difficult, you mean Lord Vivek's loss of power?
How do you know about... Lord Vivek told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in the streets if the people believed one of the tribunal was incapacitated.
Lord Vivek said you might need help investigating the source of the problem.
It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Bolmora, Aldrin, and Berelzar's tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites.
Tell me more about these locations before I head out.
I researched what I could using the resources available here in Vivek City. To learn more, I need an agent to personally assess each location. Lord Vivek thinks you're the best one for that job. I hope he's right.
Can you tell me anything about Berelzar's tower?
I believe the mage seen in the ritual is Berelzar, who works out of an ancient Velothi tower. His experiments radiate energy similar to Vivek's affliction, but they're not a perfect match. Find out what he knows about the transfer of divine energy.
What can you tell me about Bolmora?
House Redoran controls the town and nearby mines. House Halalu also has interests in the region. Rumors of a cult in the area concern me the most. I believe we saw a cultist during the ritual. Make discreet inquiries and see what you can learn.
What kind of cult are we talking about?
I have no idea. That's why we're sending you. I suggest you start at the inn. Secrets get spilled along with the drinks in such places. The miners may know something as well. I've heard that House Redoran has issued some kind of proclamation.
What do you know about Aldrun?
Savage Ashlanders, like the one seen in the vision, use the area as a tribal meeting ground. These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for Vivek. But how they could be involved eludes me. See what you can uncover.
Is there anything else I should know?
I traced tendrils of Vivek's energy to these locations, and the ritual confirmed the connection before it went awry. Just don't discuss Lord Vivek's condition with anyone. We don't want to start a panic. If anything changes here, I'll contact you.
Goodbye. Okay.
I couldn't help overhear what you and the Archcanon discussed. Good luck out there. The fate of Vardenfell may depend on your actions in service to my Lord Vivek.
Sure.